Good morning, Mahaska County, and welcome to the first edition of the 2015-2016 WPNN newscast. I'm Bryce Castagna. On December 4th, 10 William Penn nursing students received their nursing pin that signifies their entrance into the nursing profession. WPNN spoke with director of the nursing program, Dr. Brenda Dury, to find out a little more about the pinning ceremony.
So the pinning ceremony is just a time-honored tradition. And back to our Florence Nightingale's days, she would pin her best graduates.
We also spoke with the dedicated facility member, Veronica Grimm, who spoke to recent grassroots of the program.
The minister said before the benediction, all the nurses are a blessing to the world. And I truly feel that way, and I get very emotional about it when they have their pinning and when they graduate.
Instructor Sharon DeCock applauds the students who just graduated and their journey throughout the program.
I know that a lot of these students work full-time. Many of them have families. They have given up and had to prioritize a lot in their life. So it's a joy to see them succeed and grow.
From all of us here at WPNN, we congratulate the pinning class of 2015 and wish them the best of luck with all of their future endeavors. While going to college a couple of years later after graduating from high school can be a daunting experience to say the least, WPNN talked to non-traditional student Greg DeYoung to get his perspective on what it's like to go back to college after being away from it for 20 plus years. We asked DeYoung some of the challenges he faces as a non-traditional student.
I do talk to some classmates about what they do for extracurricular in their sports, but for me, you got to precedence is family. You got to kind of hopefully make enough time. It's been getting tough.
DeYoung gave good words of advice for any non-traditional student going back to school, and that is to always be positive and never tell yourself you're too old. Definitely words to live by. Speaking of not feeling too old, the university itself has kept some of its oldest relics from the past, with some being over 100 years old. WPNN's Alyssa Phillips digs us a little deeper into Penn's history.
On first appearance, it isn't hard to believe that William Penn University is a very old campus. Some of the older buildings like Lewis have structural damage, and many Penn students wish that they could be rebuilt. But the majority of students and staff members don't realize the significance of these older buildings. And if they took a closer look at some of the structures, they'd actually be looking into the past.
Some of the courses that I had to take, I know some, but not, I wouldn't say a lot.
In 1916, a fire broke out in the old Penn Hall, killing one faculty member and 2 students. Pastor James Towers of the Friends Church knows much about William Penn's history.
So the church was right next to William Penn, created for that purpose to serve the William Penn students. And then the fire happened, and then they relocated the Penn campus after the tragedy of people losing their lives trying to find the academic records and get them out.
There is a memorial rock that pays homage to the old Penn College campus in front of the yearly meeting building. In the basement of the Wilcox Library, students and staff are surrounded by photos, yearbooks, catalogs, and other items from Penn's past. If you would like to find some historic items from the old Penn College, you can start by looking at the William Penn University sign itself. You may just find something.
When the building burned down, they took a lot of the stones from the building and they used them, and so they incorporated them into the new building.
Surprised? Well, you're not the only one.
Really? So from the actual building? That is really neat. I'll have to check that out. I did not know that. No wonder it looks so historical.
So next time you find yourself taking a walk around Penn campus, take a closer look at everything. One day it'll be you wanting students to remember your place in history.
I think that that's the important part, to help people remember the past, but you should always look forward to what's going to happen in the future.
With WPNN, I am Alyssa Phillips.
Definitely keep your eyes open next time you're walking around campus. Now it's time for William Penn basketball, and the Statesmen are 10-1 coming into the game, looking for a home win against 5-5 Peru State and to extend their win streak to 11 games. Let's go to Penn Gymnasium, where WPNN reporter David Travis has the highlights.
It's about that time again for William Penn basketball. The Bobcats of Peru State look to snap Penn's 11-game win streak in Penn Gymnasium. Peru State comes into the game with a 5-5 overall record and a 2-1 in the Hart Conference. The Statesmen come into the game with a 10-1 overall and a 3-0 in the Hart Conference. A couple minutes in, and let's get right to the action. Senior Josh Cadwell has his man posted up and gets the bucket down low, which puts Penn up early. But Peru State's Darwin Ellis, with a hand in his face, cashed the heavily contested three. Penn showed that they weren't rattled when DeAndre Alexander brings the ball down court and dishes it to senior Jesse Purnell for three. On the next possession, senior Brady Buford throws down the monstrous jam, forcing Peru State to use a timeout. Penn's up 20-13. After getting a breather, things didn't get any easier as senior Shane Bozak pump fakes and steps inside the perimeter for two. Not giving up was Peru State, displaying good ball movement in the putback jam by number 21, Chris Frazier. Just seconds before halftime, Jesse Purnell passed to Shane Bozak and wets the net up from behind the arc, putting Penn in the driver's seat going into halftime with a score of 54-37. Whether it was a steal from senior Jeff Drew to Shane Bozak for the tough two, or it was Jesse Purnell getting tricky coming down the court and giving a no-look pass to Roundtree with a rim-shattering slam. Penn was able to continuously score at will throughout the rest of the second half. The Statesmen will go on to roll past Peru State 104-86. William Penn will stay in Oskaloosa for the next game next Saturday to play host to Mid-America Nazarene at 4 p.m. Reporting from WPNN, I'm David Travis.
Senior Stephen Roundtree finished the game with a double-double with 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. Teammate senior Jesse Purnell notched 15 points and 8 assists, and senior Shane Bosick also finished the game in the double digits with 18 points for Penn. All three statesmen were in double digits for Penn and extends the record to 11-1 and 5-0 in conference play. William Penn University hosts a variety of intramural events throughout the year. According to PAC Director Levi Tarbell, soccer is the most successful of all the sports, with 70 students participating. Students play intramural soccer for many reasons, one of those being to make friends, stay in shape for the upcoming season.
We play intramural soccer to obviously keep fit for during the off-season, and also it's just a nice team bonding experience. We get a feel of the golfers coming together, playing a bit of soccer. It's quite nice.
I was with the baseball team, so it was Choopy, Aaron, Damo. Some of us play soccer. I'm Mexican, so I'm pretty sure I was just instincts, I guess. Choopy, Aaron, he played soccer in high school, so yeah. So he's the best player on our team, I guess.
With their season ending recently, the intramural also gives soccer players an opportunity to keep playing the sport that they love. This helps them stay sharp going into the Christmas break in preparation for the grueling off-season. Well, that's all from us today. We thank you for choosing us as your #1 local news source. From me and everyone at the WPNN news station, we wish you safe travels and happy holidays.